Hey y'all, it is Shawnti Refuge, Master Certified Mental Health Coach, speaker, and author of the best-selling book Quiet is Kept and your journaling plug. We are back for my series for Mental Health Awareness Month. This week we're talking about parenting myself first. And today I want to tell you the truth about something too many of us wear like an identity, and that is survival mode. Let's talk about why being in survival mode isn't strength. It's actually a red flag, and how I finally stopped mistaking exhaustion for excellence. So, what is survival mode? Let's define it. Survival mode is when your body and brain stay in a constant state of stress and alertness. You're not thriving, you're just trying to make it to the next day. And the symptoms of survival mode include chronic fatigue, even when you're technically rested. So you might have gone to sleep, but you wake up and you still tired, like you ain't never been to sleep. Snapping at people you love, and then you feel guilty about it afterwards. Numbing out without scrolling, overeating. I'm sorry, let me say that again. Numbing out by scrolling, overeating, overworking, or overgiving. It's always over. You're overdoing it. You're feeling like asking for help is a weakness. Not knowing what you actually feel. All you know is you're tired. You can't even identify what it is other than you being tired. And it's the burnout that nobody claps for. Nobody gives you an award for, being burnout, because it's not anything to celebrate. And in our community, especially for Black women and parents, we have normalized this. We have turned struggle into a personality. And we say things like, I'm just built different, or I don't have time to fall apart, or I've always handled it by myself. But baby, look at what it's costing you. You know, I used to be proud of how much I could carry. I wake up early, handle business, holding space for everybody's trauma, taking care of kids, cooking dinner, being a wife, coaching people, being a friend through their mental breakdowns. And I was ignoring my own, but one day I was in the kitchen crying over the chicken. And I mean, literally, I couldn't figure out what to cook. I had no appetite and I just broke. And I used to think like, okay, well, maybe it's just me smelling the food. And because I was smelling it, could you stop? Because I was smelling it, maybe that got me full, but no, that ain't what it was. Um, it was me breaking down. I would cook my food, but don't eat my own food. And, I just cried. And the worst part, I still told myself, get it together. Come on, Shawnti, get it together. And that moment changed everything, because I realized I wasn't strong. I was scared and I was disconnected from my body. And I was running on empty because I thought that's what good moms or successful women do. Run on empty. Baby, not anymore. No ma'am. That does not work for us anymore. And if it don't work for me, it should not be working for you. So let me ask you, are you in survival mode? And this is how you answer these questions, and they'll tell you, when was the last time you did something just because it brought you joy? You joy, not anybody else, not your spouse, not your kids, not your coworkers, not your clients. You. Are you living or just enduring? And then what's the cost of pretending that you're fine? At what price are you paying? Because you're paying a price. Survival mode is not sustainable. And you're not weak for needing help. You are human. So here is your journaling prompt for today. If I slowed down long enough to listen to my body, what would it say to me right now? Let it speak. And then respond with compassion, not judgment. So if this hits you, I got resources that don't just talk about healing, they walk you through it. I have guided journals, that will help meet you where you are. I have my support groups that I do. I have a Mothering in the Dark support group, which is a soft space to process when you're parenting through overwhelm or grief. And then I have my Sharewell support groups. I have pro sessions and regular sessions. If you want to work with me one-on-one, I do deep transformation and accountability without judgment. And everything, you can find it at my website, ShawntiRefuge.com. I got you. So remember that you don't get a trophy for burning out, and you don't have to collapse to finally rest. So let's break the cycle of glorified survival. Come back tomorrow. And if you know someone who's been running on fumes, then send them this video. Healing is sacred. And we're going to do it together, even with a little toddler jumping on your back while you're trying to record. See you next time.